Hello, and welcome back to Burrows. We're looking for Hiro in the woods because we left him for dead. Gray's such a good friend. It's fine. It's fine. Hiro! I've completely lost my sense of direction. Was this what Fritz was warning me about? He could have been a little more specific, like, mentioning the goddamn mob of voices. I stop and try to calm down. Okay, so I fell over the cliff that the hut was under. Let's find a natural path that leads back up there. Spotting a good-looking branch, I use both arms to twist it off at the base. Not the finest walking stick in the world, but it'll do. Grandma always thought that ripping off the branches of a tree is like removing their arms. But after what I've been through, I think she'd give me a pass. I plot a wide circle around the cliff, using it as my guide to hopefully find a steady slope back to the upper level of the forest. As okay as I feel now, if I have to climb a sheer rock wall I'll be too worn out to keep carrying Hiro. I keep calling out to him occasionally, only ever getting that loud man's cry in response. Who's Hiro? My name's Artery. Come on, I know you can understand me. I'm serious, this isn't a game. You're American, right? I can tell by your accent. A nation under God. You're a brother in Christ, aren't you? For the love. Matthew 5:22. Give to the one who begs from you, and do not refuse the one who would borrow from you. And if that's gonna work on me anymore. Alright. I guess it would be kind of fucked up to just ignore someone asking for help. God damn it. Even as a long time apostate? Christian guilt still works every fucking time. Alright, I'm coming. Thank you. God be praised. Just follow my voice. As if I haven't been hearing it non-stop for the last 20 minutes. This clearly is too wide open. His voice is echoing even worse than before. It's impossible to tell what direction it's coming from. I'll need more than that. Can you give me a landmark? What? A landmark? I feel like an ass shouting so loudly in this tranquil place. I can see a really tall tree in front of me. What kind? Some kind of, a yew. A yew? Maybe? A what? Oh, it's still green, but, must be a campfire. That's right. A Hiro threw that pine cone at me earlier, so there must be some evergreen in this forest. It should be easy to spot, since most of the trees are already starting to turn. Stay put, I'm on my way. Way ahead of you, brother. Let's see. Pine trees are most likely to grow on high elevations, so he's likely in the direction I need to be going anyway. I hike on, continuing in a circle until I spot a lightly trotted path heading up a slope. Bingo. My walk turns into a brisk jog as I use the stick to propel myself further every step. I can feel the air grow colder as the path rises. Soon I can see a bend as it curves into itself. The cliff's edge, only a few meters away now. I did it. Atir. I don't know how to pronounce this. I hope it's close? Artery. I think I might be having to pronounce it that way just to Be as white as possible. Can you hear me? Yes. You sound so close now. You sound closer now. His voice is practically booming. He has to be a visible distance from me by now. I look up and can see a slip of green behind the canopy of red oaks. That way. I'm heading towards you. Keep talking, okay? Okay. He starts singing obnoxiously off-key, clashing horribly with the gentle song of the birds above. Consider this my one righteous deed for the year. I dash towards the trees, swatting branches away from with my walking stick. A few lash back and whip my face, but I barely register it. He sounds like he's right next to me. Now, only a bit further. Artery, I'm here. Okay. Oh, okay, sir. What? Oh, you're here! Thank God! I thought you were those voices playing tricks on me again. But wow, that was fast! Thanks again, brother. I have so many questions. I suppose I should have mentioned my predicament. Apologies. If you could just cut this rope, I can explain it to you, much more comfortably. Okay. On a better day, I'd have left him in this position a little longer. Right, I'm in a rush. Alright, let me just, find a sharp rock or something. There should be a hunter's knife in my satchel, right over there. I nod. Yeah, he nods towards his underside, of course. There's really no way to do this that wouldn't look compromising. Good thing it's just the two of us. Sorry. You're fine. I squat down and try to reach for it without looking, doing my best to hide my reddening cheeks from his view. That is not it. Further down. Oh, God. There, I got it. I snatch it, and fling it open with one swift motion, turning my whole body away from it in shame. Okay, got the knife. I stand over him and gently push the tip of the blade between his wrists, carefully sawing upward. Almost. There. The sliced rope falls to the ground, and Artery quickly stands upright, stretching until his ropes pop. His shoulders pop. That's what that says. I don't know what I'm doing. His fur is thin enough in places. I can see his skin under the... Yeah, his skin stretch over his chiseled muscles. If I don't know any better, I'd say this was the half-baked setup to some sleazy adult picture. That's so much better. Thank you so much. Don't mention it. Man, that's not a position you want to find yourself in for a long time. I know what you're thinking. Why are you still naked? How did you end up in such a predicament, Artery? That too, I guess. Hey, Artery? Yes? Could you put your clothes back on now? This is a little awkward. He chuckles heartily, taking a few seconds for the meaning of my words to sink in before gasping dramatically. Oh, heavens! I'm so sorry. I'm just used to walking around like this, so I didn't realize it could have been such a distracting predicament for any potential companions. Companions? Yes, well, if I had a body like yours, I'd likely be parading it around as well. He flashes a prideful grin before bending over to pick up his clothes, accidentally mooning me again. Now that the shock's worn off, I realize the oddity of this whole predicament. Hey, how'd you get tied up anyway? And who painted that X on you? He tries to twist his long neck around to look at his ass, knocking his horns against the tree trunks and falling over. This guy's a few acorns short of an oak tree. Well, at least I got to see it flop around one last time. Shaking off the dizziness, he quickly puts his clothes on. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he He just walked off a stage production of Robin Hood. He takes care, setting a very real hunting bow around his torso. You, came out here to hunt? Aye. Father sent me to fetch some quail for supper. Alas, the fairies must have been feeling extra playful today. A particularly spiteful one managed to get past my defenses and... Well, you saw how she left me. Fairies. Okay, so maybe he is playing a part of the famous thief after all. I can deal with this brand of crazy at least. Just like talking to Grandma all over again. He nods. This subject matter is completely mundane to him, it seems. But good lord, she was a spectacular lay. I might have to let myself get tricked more often. I see that monster start to tent up in his pants and try to change the subject. Right, those darn Trixie? Yeah, fairies. Luckily, they weren't the murderous sort. I think I might have run through a patch of angry ones earlier when I was with my... Shit, Hiro! I scramble around the clearing, trying to find any sign of him. I wish I was with someone else. We got separated. He's very hurt. We need to get him to the village, to a doctor. He gathers the rest of his things and trots behind me, quiet from the first time since we met. I try to retrace my steps, but everything during my freak route is a blur. Hiro, can you hear me? I hold back any oncoming tears and round a bend. I see a slip of yellow and rush forward. Hiro? Hiro, are you? A sudden sharp pain on my nose. I look down to see a pine cone at my feet. Yes, I can hear you. Me and every creature in the entire damn forest can hear you. What is with these damn Westerners and speaking so loudly? My head will be ringing all night. He's speaking English, and perfectly. Is this what the Todd fellow meant back there? I rub my tongue against the roof of my mouth, still not used to the strange rough patch. I'll have to check out the damage in the mirror later. Hiro? I don't know how to explain it, but I can understand you now. Huh? Really? His elation quickly turns into embarrassment as his ears lower in shame. Really? So, you understood what I just said? Yep. My apologies. In case you haven't noticed, I've had a hell of a day. I'm not exactly my best self right now. You're fine. I'm just glad you're okay. I'm sorry I dropped you earlier. I don't know what. He pushes himself up with a stick and limps past me, sizing up Artery with a skeptical glance. So you picked up the nosy fella, did you? Well, he really did need help. He squints his eyes, clearly not convinced. Whatever was affecting his speech earlier was gone, now. Chalk it up to an auditory hallucination we both shared. Fine, now, come on. We have much... We both jump up in shock. Hiro covers his ears again. I know that voice. The Asiatic fox from our village. You live there too? He rubs his chin, clearly proud of his deduction. How could I forget such a cuddly-looking fellow? Never did catch your name. But I suppose it's Hiro. How brave and glorious. Hiro sighs, taking a moment to respond. It's not Hiro. Hiro. Short for Yasuhiro. Okay. Why did his speech become stilted again? Artery. Yeah, Artery. Yes. Cocks his head, not entirely understanding. It seems this one isn't as fluent as the two of us. You should understand him when... you understood him when he was speaking that gobbledygook earlier, though. I didn't know Americans could be polyglots. I don't know these words. I don't know things. Oh, I see. I can understand both their languages now, so if Hiro is speaking normally, it must be Japanese. His German will still be shaky no matter what, though. Gray? We can use this to our advantage. I pull Hiro aside for a moment, speaking directly to his ear as quietly as possible. Hiro, from now on, if there's something you only want me to hear, say it in your language. I understand. I don't understand how any of this works, but alright, I trust you, Gray. I smile. The Hiro from the Golden Place is back. Sorry for interrupting, but... We break our little football huddle, and turn to face him again. Would Gray know? Was American football a thing in the 20s? When did that become a thing? I don't know the things. It seems we're going the same way. If we're to continue safely, I suggest you two wear these. He digs into a satchel and produces some makeshift blindfolds, similar to what he was sporting. I didn't want to ask about it, but it is rather odd that he's managed to navigate the forest with them on. No. Why would you do that? It's hard enough walking through here. I can tell he's rolling his eyes underneath the mask, and he waggles a finger at us disapprovingly. Because this forest is chock full of meddling fae. They show you illusions to confuse you and make you stray off the path. I wear this so I can proudly march through these sacred grounds and perform my godly duties. Godly duties like, shagging weird ladies and flashing possums. Okay. No wonder he couldn't catch any quail. Quail. This is a load of barnacles. Kay now. Is he being sassy? Tell him I said that fairies are about as real as his chances of learning Japanese. Hiro. What? It's true. The fur on Artery's neck bristle as his muscles tense up. Ah, I see. No need for a translation. I should have known, since he works on that infernal contraption in the valley. It's ungodly. What those people are attempting. Man wasn't meant to fly. Even the sages of Greece understood that much. He knows planes exist, right? But alas, the land of Greece is but mere fiction. Okay, he probably doesn't. Regardless of your beliefs, please allow me to escort you both back to the village. It's not an easy path for the feeble and injured. Hiro nudges my side and gives me a resigned look. With nothing to lose, I hook my arm back around his and follow Artery's lead. Artery? Artery? I don't know. But I will be ending the part here, so I will see you around, everyone.